Hello everyone, welcome to Opportunity Attacks. This is episode 28 of our D&D actual play of Keep on the Borderlands. If this is your first time tuning in, you may want to start in episode 1 for context. The link is in the description below. Please like and subscribe so you will know when our next episode will be uploaded. If you've made it this far, I salute your dedication. I think it's time for a real quick update to freshen you up on the story. The heroes went to Olka to help their old mentor Bernard, who was having goblin problems. They tracked the goblins down to an abandoned building in the middle of the woods, which they were headquartered out of. After killing all the goblins, they found a note on the goblin leader. The note was instructing them to disrupt trade with Olka and the Keep on the Borderlands. After reporting their success to Bernard, they then went back to the Keep to tell someone about this note. They spoke with Talbot, the captain of the Keep on the Borderlands, who informed them they were also having similar problems with the road connecting the Keep and the towns of Kvothe and Aquitani. These two towns were in dire need of food due to this trade deficit. Talbot hired the heroes to escort a caravan to both Aquitani and Kvothe. The heroes made it to Aquitani and delivered their goods. Making their way back to the Keep, they stopped at the town of Kvothe and met a priest of Ogma named Livy. In his library, they found the remains of a Volo's guide. Inside of it was a map of the local area. They then went back to the Keep and celebrated the Festival of Green Grass. Not sure of where to go next, the heroes consulted their newfound map, on which they noticed a strange location deep in the woods, labeled as the Caves of Chaos. They then left to investigate this mysterious location. When they got there, they found a huge canyon with a waterfall and stream running down the middle. The walls of the canyon are dotted with caves, and the area appears to be teeming with goblinoids. They entered the closest cave and killed an entire tribe of goblins and an ogre. The neighboring tribe of hobgoblins came down and investigated the carnage, while the heroes hid. The heroes were able to piece together that there is some sort of truce between the goblinoid tribes. They then retreated from the caves to report what they have found. First to Livy and Kvothe, then to Talbot, the captain of the Keep. Talbot also mentioned that somebody named Pascal from Silvery Moon is coming to meet the heroes in about a week. They then went back to the Caves of Chaos and killed an entire tribe of kobolds. They then infiltrated the hobgoblins' lair, killing the entire tribe and saving a few human captives. They left the Caves of Chaos and were met by a messenger who told them that Aquitani was burned to the ground by a little fire people. They then went to Aquitani and found a superstitious Uthgard tribe at the base of the mountain. They then assisted Francisco in killing the fire people in the mine and a fire snake, who appeared to be summoned. Then the heroes went back to the Keep. The Red Wizards came back from the Great Worm Cave and set up a Thayan enclave outside the Keep. The heroes then went to Olka to help Bernard locate their stolen woodworking equipment. They crafted a plan to catch the axe thieves. The axes magically flew away into a strange glade, and down a hole in a large tree, where they entered a strange new realm. They followed the axes to a fairy village, where the fairies claimed that they were trying to protect their village from Olka's logging. They came to an agreement to stop stealing the axes. Then the heroes saved the fairies from a giant toad. The heroes left the Feywild and learned that 15 days had passed, even though they were only gone for a few hours. They went back to the Keep, where Conrad the Red Wizard asked for a meeting with the heroes. He said there's a mysterious, powerful magical item in the area, and he will make them rich if they bring it to him. They then went to Kvothe and met with Pascal the Harper, who also offered to pay them handsomely if they bring the magic item to him. The heroes then went back to the Caves of Chaos, where they entered one of the orc caves, killing the entire tribe. Then they went to the neighboring cave and killed another orc tribe. The heroes then went back to Kvothe, where they discovered the town was attacked by lizard folk. They then went to investigate a strange location in the bog via boat with Alden, the leader of the town of Lullaby. The heroes found a small mesa in the middle of the bog. On top of it was an ancient ruined keep, like the Keep on the Borderlands. They discovered a tunnel system under the keep in the mesa. Inside of a sealed room there were a handful of ancient letters, which were written right after the fall of the ancient Nethril Empire, 1,830 years ago. The letters were from the Keep on the Borderlands and told the chaotic environment after Karsus' folly. It mentioned that they found a mythaler, and were planning on moving it to the Caves of Chaos. The heroes now think they know the magic item that they're looking for. They then proceeded to kill the entire lizardman colony. They then went back to Kvothe, right after the town was attacked by bugbears and gnolls. They followed their tracks to another abandoned keep in the Lurkwood, and then back to the Caves of Chaos, where they killed an entire tribe of bugbears, and saved 7 human captives. Then they fled the Caves of Chaos, and made their way back to Kvothe, where they found out the keep had been poisoned. So there we are. So you guys wake up in the morning. You are in Kvothe.
Okay. Cool. Well, are there still people in town then, or
Still people in town, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. So they look like they're packing up, or are they just sticking it out?
Now they're pretty happy where they are right now.
Okay. All right.
Going to the keep was a bad idea. It's for the people that left. So who knows? Who knows if if they were, who knows when this illness actually began? But yeah, there we go. We have opened it up. Now, where we want to go?
So we got it's freaking giants. Are you sure they were headed towards the cave?
I can't be 100% sure, but what they were saying the cloud represented, and the fact that they were going across that path. That's all I can say.
Maybe they're going there to kill him.
Logic is sound.
Did you see how many?
I'm making assumptions. I didn't see shit.
Oh no, I'm talking to.
All I saw was a tree fall.
Just a single
fall
tree
down. Yeah.
So you didn't actually see a giant?
No, I'm just taking the evidence that was provided.
No, we don't know those are giants then. If it was just a single tree, trees fall down in the woods.
A captive bugbear did it have a reason to lie?
Yeah, but they were stupid as shit.
It was a hobgoblin, actually.
Was it a bugbear or a hobgoblin that told me?
It was a hobgoblin.
Okay, so
Yeah.
hobgoblin. See what I remembered.
I mean, I don't know, man. I find it hard to believe that giants would be serving the goblins and bugbears, hobgoblins and the sort.
And telepathy. The problem I have concerned with is the fact that we're dealing with what's called the Masters. We don't know their capabilities. We know they're necromancers, but they could have a deeper purpose. We don't know. There's too many unknowns.
Well, I mean, what if they're gonna kill? Well, okay, assuming that they're serving the Masters or whatever. Who's to say they don't just go there, they kill them, and now they have undead? Can they do that? Can they make undead giants? Because that's gonna be horrible.
That'd be an Arcana check.
I mean, I'm just guessing.
19.
Here.
You've never heard of it. It theoretically should be possible. However, you're guessing probably what's limiting large giants is you'd have to have a very powerful necromancer. You do know that like raising one skeleton is a feat. So a big skeleton is kind of takes more feet.
Theoretically possible, but we don't know their capabilities.
I think we need help. We as much as I like the challenge, we need help. I think we should go talk to somebody to get like maybe another 40, 50 people that we can just tell to go kill things.
The help that we could have had left for the keep.
Yeah, there's other places around. What about the Uthgard? Can we just... They hate magic. Can't we just tell them there's a necromancer in there and their lands? Would they not go in there and take care of that? That is completely out of character because he would not have thought of that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I think you actually do know that they dislike magic.
Well, they dislike magic, yes, but I don't think I don't think Toby would have had that connection.
No, it's your call.
Durhill's been telling us that for a while.
Yeah, I was just meaning. I don't think Toby would have thought that.
No, that's fine.
No, that's actually a good assumption for a character like that.
Yeah, but
The easy way out.
Yeah,
But
I mean, they're trained warriors.
They do fear magic, but
It would take us a day to get to them, though.
I'd rather take a day than die in a useless fight.
my problem is what keeps them from turning on me after they've dealt with the Masters.
You have a shield, you have a spear. Learn to use it.
And you have us.
Yeah, I mean, you may not be the most effective, but it's better
Sorry,
than...
I'm not as strong as you.
How do you think you get this strong? How do I flex?
As I flex.
My strength lies in my mind, not my muscles.
Tell me where you go. Where you're planning on going.
We don't know yet.
That's what we're discussing.
Yeah. I mean, we have our mounts, so I mean, we can cut travel time pretty quick. I like that idea of using the Uthgard. Oh, any opinions on this? You too?
I say we scout it out before we
Yeah.
find anything else, because we could just be sending them in there to destroy what we're been sent to try to figure out in the first place. I say scout it out and see from there.
Maybe send somebody else to send word to the Uthgard.
Well, I guess actually the one that we sent back there, he doesn't know about the necromancer, does he?
Truthfully, we don't know.
We didn't ask him. So, I mean, he probably only had seen the bugbears, is my guess. Maybe the other ones, but probably not
He
the
wasn't-
necromancers.
No, he wouldn't have heard our conversation though.
He probably would have mentioned it if he was more informed. Because if they dislike magic that much, they'd probably be rather excited to kill them.
Who knows? I mean, the man who...
So they may already, or well, soon to be aware of it, possibly.
Now, one thing is, as far as that tree that's fallen, you'd know where that is. Very, very
I guess we could go
secure.
check
you
it.
could find out what that tree falling thing was if you wanted to.
I mean, if it was a giant, they'd leave a footprint.
And the survival check won't be that high.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
we
it's
got a
giant foot.
Yeah.
yeah. It's so big you don't realize you're in it.
Yeah. No, not that big.
That would be terrifying.
Not Critical Role style. Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sound decision. We could go check out the fallen tree.
Yeah. Thank you, voice in the wind.
So, where are we going? What's our...
So we could check out the tracks, and if they do actually lead to the cave,
So what I'd say.
potentially find out how many, if they actually are.
Do you concur, Doctor?
Yeah, no, it's,
Yeah.
When I woke up... actually, no. Let's not retcon that. Because that could have changed the entire conversation. I'm going to go back to the temple before we leave.
Okay.
And I'm going to scour through any of... He's going to hate me for doing this. Through any of his, like, notes or letters he might have gotten.
Most of which is very, what do they call that?
Libby, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be letters between people, between the towns, and it's basically very bean countery type stuff. It's nothing, it's basically, hey, we need more of this, we don't need any more of this. It's more of trade lingo between towns, because apparently what you've gathered is this area is very, very heavy in trade. There's a lot of money moving around in this area, or at least raw goods. So that's really pretty much all you've seen. Nothing recent, really. Since you guys been here, it's been very, very sparse. I would say most of the letters are actually from about a year ago. So.
And with my keen mind, I put everything back the way it was.
Okay, that's easy. All right, so what are we doing there?
I guess our first thing is to set out and try to find these tracks.
At which direction are we going? Now we have multiple ways of getting to the keep, or the Caves of Chaos. So are we going the one way or the other way? It's your call.
Whatever.
so we'll take the road north to the crossroads and then take the road in and up.
Okay.
That's my recommendation at any rate.
It's the closest way to get to that tree.
And I am mounted, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking
Taking the mount.
mount.
That's
Yes.
probably a good idea for the halflings.
Especially if we're doing giants, because God forbid I can't outrun those things.
Yeah. Are you guys taking your mounts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So let's go ahead and just confirm where we are.
Oh, in the morning before we leave, sorry.
No problem.
I guess I'm going to take the time to attune to those bracers, or that bracelet, whatever it is.
Okay. You are attuned. It works.
So what is that called? It's just a...
It's whatever you want. The only thing, it says from Seventon on it, so I guess it's called from Seventon, but it's whatever you want to call it. It doesn't have a name.
I just call it braces long stride.
Yeah.
They gave...
And jump.
And jump. Okay, so do you have a little slip or anything, or do I need to just look these up?
Oh, the 2 spells?
Yeah,
just-
well, how the item functions is it lasts for 1 minute? Is it 1 round? Does
It's
it take an
as
action?
long as the spell lasts. And it's just basically like you cast the spell one time
Okay.
at its base level, which is 1.
Okay, so long stride and jump.
And jump, yep.
Okay.
Useful for halflings. So we set off from Kivik. We go up to the crossroads. Everybody give me a perception check.
18.
Oh, hey, that's a 20 with modifier.
19.
Okay, Toby's the only one that saw it. The DC was 20. Off this direction, you're able to see for miles, especially you're able to see the mountains. You do see a giant sitting on a big boulder right over here.
See, the giants went that way, and I point over there. Off in the distance at the boulder. He's over there on a boulder. Nothing.
Very far away, like a speck. Like this thing is just a
Yeah, I'm like
speck.
pointing really hard, like it's obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. He... I don't know.
He could just be resting on his way
Could
to
we-
the caves.
Wait, did giant? Well, I'm assuming I'm aware that giants typically are not friendly.
Yeah. I mean, just common lore is that they're not friendly.
They're kind of dumb oafs or something.
yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Okay.
That would be the common view of them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Jump is 1 minute, long stride is 1 hour.
Yes. Yeah, it lasts a long time. Combat-wise, you're good.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
what's the time to use it though? It's the same as a spell, or
Same
is
as
it
a
just
spell.
like
It's like just you can cast those spells one time
Okay.
per day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Action
okay.
is what
Not
it takes.
That's a spell.
No,
Okay.
yeah. All right, so what are we doing at the crossroads there? Continue on down.
on,
Excellent. So you continue on down. You find the road to the Caves of Chaos, or the small trail that's been beaten. You climb up that direction, and you are certain where it is. You point directly at the tree that fell, but it's not there. You say,
Tree itself is not there?
well, I mean, it's down, so you can't see the tree
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
Oh.
But he's like, the tree was standing there, is basically,
Okay.
and he points off to the where the tree once was.
I'm going to go ahead and make a stealth check and move up.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're leaving their dog behind.
They actually don't state anything on that. But I guess that'd be up
Oh,
to
with
you.
a stealth check?
Yeah.
I would assume that you wouldn't. Yeah, I would assume that you can't, unless with
Okay.
that weird feat though. I would say you could maybe, but no,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
actually
say.
not as powerful as what he was looking at.
Oh,
but yeah.
okay.
Well, I'm on a
Um,
horse and I'm following you, so I got off my horse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
we'll go ahead and leave dog with them, and then
Yeah, go ahead.
23 to make stealth check.
Oh, right on.
22
I
for
say
me.
to take
Oh, right.
this, and it's a psionic sensor copper piece.
How long does that last?
It lasts 24 hours.
Could you have used that before? Is your other one currently still active?
I mean, this could be a new one or the old one.
No, is the other one
It's
still active?
kinda meta
Can you
that you
use
left
it?
the other one there.
Can you go like, hey, what's going on over there?
Yeah, sure, actually. I mean, that would... I assumed I picked it up.
Well, I'm assuming it's not
we
like
assume we
halfway through
picked
the
it
next
up,
day.
so we'll-
What's a range on that though?
Anywhere on the same plane.
Deadpool. Just have one at the Caves of Chaos
Yeah, I
all the
was like,
time.
We actually could just do that. That's what I was thinking. Is like we could just.
Well,
leave
is it a
one
concentration or anything? Or
no.
oh, how many of these can you have?
I can make 10... Or, no, hold on.
We just have one in each village.
Yeah, no, that's what I was just like,
you could go to
wait,
town
what
with
are we
these
doing?
things.
It only lasts 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you have to re-up
Yeah,
them.
but
For
each
how
time we're
often
at a
we're
village,
there.
we can at least
Yeah.
put one there.
Just start giving out copper pieces to people. Just say, hey,
Here you go. Ding.
Yeah.
donation.
And then you just get an inside.
Just make sure to never put this in your
Yeah,
pocket and make sure
no
the light
limit. It
holds
just
it.
takes
I
me
can
10 minutes
sleight
to
of
do
hand
it.
them in anybody's pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one should still be active. Could you check that?
He picked it up.
Oh, you took it with
We're
you?
assuming...
Yeah,
you
we're
picked it
just
up.
assuming
Yeah,
he picked it
I
up.
guess.
'Cause that's kind of. We are now fully realizing the potential behind this.
I mean, I would have left the shit there. We ran, so I mean.
Well, and it would have been in the cave. It wouldn't
It
have
was still-
shown
Right.
much. I can.
Fine.
It would have been limited, but it would still would have given us information.
Next time,
Next time.
we're putting it on an arrow and shooting it up here.
Yeah. Top of the waterfall. It's
Or just
See the whole
do a
damn thing.
psionic sensor on an arrow.
yeah.
I could.
Yeah.
And then shoot the master guy with it. And run away and find out what he's
There's
doing.
not even a limit to the size of it either.
Do it to the tower.
I was gonna say, do it to like one of these pieces of rubble that, so you can just see the entire valley.
Yeah,
But anyway.
Yeah, as we're breaking
So,
the game.
We're stealthily moving up to the tree.
That's what I was trying to avoid, is breaking
Okay,
the game.
you stealthily move up to the tree. So eventually you do come to an area where there's a fallen tree. It, however, is a little bit closer than the one that he was mentioning. You peek into the clearing. No, nothing's there by any means, but you do see a bunch of felled trees, and not a crazy amount of them, but every so often when a tree got in whatever its way, it knocked it down. It was definitely pushed down. It was not chopped down like a human would have to do. Give me an investigation on this, though, or I could tracking, investigation, whatever you wanted. Survival, yeah.
15 for me.
Okay.
Is that just those two then?
13 survival.
Okay, excellent.
Can I get a perception check since I'm checking the sensor?
Sure. So yeah, as far as the 13, so it was a 10 DC to find out the direction they're going. Above that, you would definitely know that it's a giant on the 15. The direction they're going, and basically the trail goes off this direction, and then it seems to sweep up. It starting to go up
Towards
north.
the caves.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a nice little path cleared. I mean, there's still underbrush and all that stuff. No large trees.
I look at the coin and be like, they're going to the caves.
All I see is him.
Keyleth, I think we ought to go back. I think
you see nose hair.
You can leave. You can read lips, can't you?
No.
Come on, out of all the things you can do.
I had the observant feat, maybe.
So there we are. What are we doing after that?
Keyleth, I think we got the information we need.
Yeah.
Go back to the party and then remount up. And as far as I can tell, they were giants and they were headed towards the caves. I'd say we come in on the east side of the caves and check it out.
It's the east side, so basically on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as
Or I guess on this side of
appreciate
the
your
river.
guys' beliefs in my sturdiness, 4 giants will be a little much for me. I could probably take 3, but 4 is
don't
just
know
too
how
much.
many.
Yeah.
We just
Where'd you get 4?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I heard 4. I'm sorry. Never
No,
mind.
that
Ignore
was a
me.
part of the 15 or more. Is that it was just one.
Okay.
Just one. Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty easy things to track. Let's just say that.
yeah.
10 was the DC. So, so yeah, are you going to actually want to follow the tracks themselves? Okay, you're going to actually go your normal way.
Yeah, well, and even out a little bit
The way
wider.
that
maybe.
we've been using.
Yeah.
The way
So
that we
basically
know.
on the eastern side is probably
Right.
where you're going. So yeah, you go on the eastern side and you come up onto the Caves of Chaos map if you wish. There's still that swirling vortex cloud of scariness, and you are of course now at the Caves of Chaos. Now, I don't even know if this would really be a perception. I'm guessing before you enter the map, you're like scanning the scene and all
Oh
that
yeah,
stuff.
no, we're keeping an eye out.
Hardcore. There is definitely a giant on the map. It is right over in this area, near the entrance to that knoll, and it's actually sitting. It's sitting right there. Hands in its face, just sitting there.
Wait, what is?
A giant.
Where? Right there. Oh, okay.
So yeah, what are we doing? And you're of course on this side of the map. You're on the eastern side. So
Right, and we're back in that back corner still. We're not even technically on this part of it yet.
So really, we didn't see that yet.
No, we saw him.
yeah,
He's that freaking big.
it's not hard to yeah. I would say, and this would be of course, these trees kind of block your view a little bit. This is, you didn't see his full entire body. You might just see like the top of his head pop up above the tree when he stands up and like itches his ass or something. So it's not a very you haven't spotted him very well. You don't even know what he's wearing. So
No, but
you're aware that he's there.
large head.
Yeah.
It's a giant. Well, gentlemen, I don't recommend assaulting this place at this time with that thing here. But
What kind
what
of giants
if
does it look like?
What?
Does it look like the basic giant?
Hill giant.
Like a
we
hill
don't know
giant?
yet? We
You've
Well, I'm just
seen
looking
the
for
basic
my own
head.
mental image.
It
of
looks like a gargantuan human. Just you've seen like his nose and maybe his forehead.
Oh, that's it.
So yeah, you just
okay.
pop up above the tree for a moment.
Can I make a nature check to see what kind of giant it is?
Giant can't hurt.
If you get a full image of it, maybe.
But
that's not really nature, though.
Stop
I mean,
us
giants
from
aren't
ever
quite
coming out of the cave, too.
aren't quite nature.
If you guys want, we could
Shoot
try
arrows
that
at
sensor so I can see it.
Oh, wow. Those are 5 feet. Never mind.
I only need to be closer, not
Should censor an
next to
arrow
it.
and try and shoot it up here.
If we shoot an arrow, that's in the open for everyone to see.
Perception check. It's just one arrow.
The giant he can actually climb this little scree run pretty easily. It's not really much of a problem for him. It takes him a little bit, but he kind of climbs up to the top, grabs a sack that's sitting up top, and then just kind of pulls it down.
Do you
Kind of goes
finally
back to
see
the
him
same
full?
spot. You can see him, and he just looks like a big human. That's all he does.
Check.
Give me a history check to see if you know types of giants. I will say on a plus 10, you know more than just a one giant. 15, you know 2.
I have a 17.
I have a 23.
23, all right. So every increment of 5, you know about another giant type. So we're going to say you have heard of course, hill giants, or you wouldn't call them hill giants. You've heard them called just normal giants, is what they're called. And now those normal giants, I'm not going to go into detail on exactly what on each. We all know Dungeons & Dragons decently well. So you know hill giants. You've heard of a thing called a storm giant. You're not really sure if they really exist. And they have fangs, and this doesn't seem to fit that description. You've also heard of a stone giant, so that's a total of, you've got 3, right?
23.
Well, so 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so that's how many you know. What was your total number?
17, so I only know 2.
2? Okay, so you've heard of the stone and the hill, and you're for sure that both of those exist. You don't have any, and you know that the stone giants also exist, so... It would seem like it's not a stone giant, either. So.
Does it seem like it'd be a hill giant?
That's the only one that fits so far, so... And really, they're just called regular giants. They're called giants, so they're not incredibly rare. That's what you almost guarantee it is.
Well, I mean, there's only going to be more giants
How do we know that? Could be just
because it
one.
said giants coming, and you saw. It's not the one that you saw sitting on the rocks on the way here.
Maybe it's just one. Maybe it misspoke. Well, if there's more, then we probably
Who
should kill it
cares?
before they get more.
I mean, if I'm right, then there's going to be more coming,
Yeah, that's if we're wrong, but
which is going to make everything harder. In the
should we kill this one now before they can bolster their ranks more? I mean, I don't have no idea how hard this thing's gonna be to kill. No idea.
How hard would it be to kill? DM, how hard would it be?
I mean, you've never fought one, so really it's kind of your guess. You would estimate that, maybe it has more than 100 hit points, probably. I don't know. That's very meta, but you would at least be able to size that up in your brain. It looks like it would be pretty easy to hit. That you don't know if it has any special abilities or anything like that. That's pretty much all I can give you just looking at the creature.
He's hardier than you for sure, Tobias.
He's larger. Of course he's hardier.
He's dumb though, probably
Easy to hit.
for you.
He begins to walk over toward the river.
Oh, like a giant's getting up and moving?
Yeah.
Is he
moving around.
actually that big? Is he a 15 by 15?
No, he's a 4x4, but the
Okay.
pieces we
Wait,
use
he's
are
4 by 4?
over-exaggerated. Yeah.
No, he's 10 feet.
He's 10. Okay, I was like,
He's a
Jesus
large
Christ.
No, yeah. These are a little bit bigger pieces than...
Yeah.
It would send a clear message that even giants won't save them.
And then he gets in the water.
Should we hit him in the water? Like right now, should we hit him in the water? He might be hampered. How deep in the water is he?
Oh, yeah, he's all the way deep as he can go, which is,
Like waist?
Maybe is to his knee, maybe, is where it goes.
It might make him slightly sluggish.
Slightly. It's not, yeah.
In,
No, that's a
in
bad
2
idea.
steps,
Never
you'd
mind.
be
He
out.
kind of washes
Yeah.
himself off, and right now you're kind of like, okay, well they care about cleanly and hygiene and cleanliness and everything.
At least
Kind
that's
of
what it
washes
was.
his hair a little bit, drinks some water.
Could you hit him with a rock? Put a sensor in a rock and like get it stuck to him?
That's not how my magic works.
You just did it to the other thing.
I can't make it stick to him.
Walks over this direction,
Could you put it in his pocket, tip it in?
and he begins to kind of sit on this thing now.
Gotta hear kind of a chuckle from the telepathy as he.
Does he have pockets actually, or is it like a
No,
loincloth?
he's got some sort of. He doesn't have pockets, but he does have like a little belt with little sacks on his belt. Like little drawstring sacks with. Yeah.
What purpose would that?
All of a sudden, you hear a loud crack, and he stands up. All of a sudden, apparently he broke the stick that he was sitting on.
The stick.
Yeah, it's a stick
The
for him.
stick, yeah.
It's too small.
The tree trunk.
So now he's compromised that one now. One of the deals kind of floats down here and kind of gets caught. Or no, I guess goes this
Can we
direction.
see anything
Would I
up
know
there?
whether or not I'm faster than him or not?
That you could not check. I mean, that one
It's
is not a
strides,
very
like-
visual thing. He is fast, though. I'll just tell you that.
Just get his size, he could probably just cover distances,
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
he moves slowly.
Big legs.
Yeah.
But I'm fast too.
Do I
I'm
see
fast.
anything up here?
yeah.
No, nothing up here.
How about that cloud?
What about over here, where the nose were?
There is definitely still two
it's still spinning.
knolls. Yeah, there's always two.
I wouldn't want to risk getting the attention of the gnolls again either.
I don't
And really,
know, it didn't
if
seem
you-
that hard to me.
If you ever want me to, because these things move around, if you ever say, I'm going to spend an hour and just watch what they do, I can do that. I mean, I'm not going to go into incredible detail like what I did right there, but they'll move. They're just going to do their own thing, whether you're there or not.
Could we piss off the owlbear and trick it into attacking the giant? It would seem like a natural occurrence. I have animal handling. Could I potentially do that?
Okay, what are we handling? What animal?
The owlbear.
I did not hear the word.
No,
animal. I'm
that's
just saying.
it has to be some sort of. Yeah, I mean,
Could I potentially
You
know
could
the
handle
way
it with
to-
your sword. I think
to
that's the best.
Piss it off and like manipulate it into attacking the giant.
You'd have to train it and to
Well,
make
no.
it your
I'm not trying to train
friend
it. I'm
and-
just trying to piss it off and make it think the giant did it.
It'd have to be a very, very special circumstance. So possibly, but you wouldn't be doing any of it. It would have been the circumstance of it being near the giant. I don't
Well,
know if
yeah.
you
I
can
mean, we'd
set
have to
that
create
up.
the circumstance.
You'd
but-
have to really, that would be a shadow in and of itself just to pull that
Probably.
off. You'd have to be.
Probably have more luck making the giant think the owlbear attack the owlbear.
That's fine. I mean, if it's probably pretty damn stupid. I mean, look at it. It can't even make itself clothing.
It looks
gets
like
up.
it could kill the owlbear in one hit.
Well, then we know that not to fuck with it, and it's one less thing for us to have to worry about.
It kind of sits up, posts up.
So, well, from the looks of it, then it looks like he may be guarding the path up to the knolls.
Yeah, which means we don't have a choice unless we can work around it.
No, you have a choice.
How
you
jaggedy?
could easily go through here, up there, and you're up there.
Oh, I
Right.
keep forgetting that's not
Yep.
the whole map. Yeah.
No, that's the whole. Oh,
No, that's
Yeah,
all
there's
like
still
half the map.
there's still other parts there.
yeah. But we can go through that cave. And get
But there's
upstairs.
no
Right.
way it's gonna not like it may not see us, but there's no way we won't be seen. There's nothing to hide behind up there.
And apparently, it can climb all the way up there
Yeah, without an issue.
without much of problems. So.
We'd be better off down the valley trying to fight it, but
Yes, I agree.
the question is, do we want to engage it, or do we want to leave the caves for now and see what happens?
We can go to the keep.
Go to the keep. There are a couple other places south to check out to see if maybe the giant moves on or things calm down enough here to where we can make another raid.
One of the golden knolls goes inside.
Let's go back to the keep.
I'm down to fight it. But
I'm down.
If it just
to
I kind of don't think it's a good idea. But if
I think it might take us longer to kill it than it would take for the gnolls to mobilize.
yeah. But like I said, more is coming.
You know, that's the problem. If
It's only
more
gonna make
is
everything
coming,
harder.
there's no way in hell we're gonna do this by ourselves. We have to take this thing out before more do show up, or potentially do. Is there a way that we can lure it out?
There's no guarantee.
Bet I can guarantee it.
Well, the problem is we don't know
Without
if it's...
drawing other creatures.
Yeah.
The gnolls, basically.
Is there any way that we
I could run across the river, shoot it, and then run out that way.
Is there any way we could make it drowned in the river? Like, just literally just paralyze it, or trip it, or something, knock it out in the water and have it drowned?
The one spell I have, he'll be able to overcome without a problem.
How do you know that?
Because I've had smaller creatures overcome it.
Oh, is it that thorn thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
the snaring strike.
Can you do anything, Daryl? Can you control it in some fashion?
The top one, actually, a robed figure in a black robes comes out with 2 skeletons on its flank, looks out amongst the cavern, and then begins to walk down, and then walks into the Knolls area.
About the best I can do is keep it from doing anything, but that is not to say if it successfully overthrow my presence.
Oh, we could wait till night. I mean, we have been doing this in the daytime.
You guys have been assaulting by day.
The
However, I
problem
can't
is
see
they
anything. Most likely
You and
can
I
see in the
can't
dark,
see.
so that's, I
Problem.
think,
They can see in the dark.
What
We
if-
Can giants see in the dark?
I literally offer this.
Would I know that?
What if I go across the river, hide in that brush, take a shot at it, and we see what it does?
Well, see, that was my thinking as well. Is
You
if we
guys
could
can
just
stay over here.
like,
I
see-
can go over there. I can run from it, most likely. Especially if I get a head start.
Yeah, the problem is if it draws down everyone, then we're gonna have to be very careful. Like, we're just gonna have to sit there.
And then you guys will be able to see what happens, and I'll run.
I'm still amazed this thing's haven't followed us. Oh, we gotta do something.
We can leave my psychic sensor here.
Is it too big to get inside of the caves?
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say so. There's some of which are
Which is kind of what I said
Yeah, I
earlier,
mean-
but Ian was like, you can also stop us from getting out of the caves.
Oh, yeah, true. But most of the caves have 2 entrances, right?
a lot of them do. Not
Yeah.
all of them. Kobolds don't. The
Oh, we
orcs
could just
have 2.
Go back and find out where the hell that secret door went and ignore this situation right now.
There's the bugbears. Yeah,
We
the
will be
bugbear
seen.
might
But
has
we
it.
don't have the key.
But if he can't get in there, then...
A different one. Yeah.
No.
Oh, that secret door. Yeah.
Really, as far as, and this is just if you're planning on sneaking up here, you would know where it can see. Because you've been watching this thing for probably an hour by now, discussing and everything. Is your only danger zone is going to be up here. Once you get up top, that's your only problem zone. Really, when you're hiding amongst down here, you can go tree to tree. So it's really your call.
Yeah. And yeah, if we want to check out the secret cave that was up there,
We're gonna have to take our horses
I
with
can
us.
climb up this and throw a rope down to you guys.
we've got the horses. You 2 are riding.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the sneaking with the horses is like an impossibility.
Well, yeah, I'm not taking the horses in here.
You'd have to, like, take your horses somewhere, hobble them, and then, come back to the caves with...
I figured that happened. You guys are on. You're on.
we can
dogs?
take ours, yeah. Ours
Or
are
you could get-
medium, so we can fit them in there.
You could actually take them into the Kobold Cave, actually, and then shut them in with... There's a place where you could shut them in a door, basically. There's doors.
The
and
horses?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I do.
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily know it's safe, though.
Well, I'm not saying it's safe. I'm just saying it's a plausibility.
I don't recommend that, because if we have to run, I buy horses, possibly. Keep up.
Where are we going?
Yeah,
Up
where's
the
our
hill.
where's our main goal, though?
Well, if we're doing that route, really our only choice is to go behind him, unless we're going to take a chance of getting seen going up the other side.
He can come up here.
I know, but the whole point is when he's over there doing his own shit, not paying attention, we come in behind and
Time
go
for
up.
any of this.
Well, he's gone. So, I mean, do we want to try that? Get up as close as we can, and then keep an eye on him. When he leaves next, we try to we quick as we can up the hill.
I want to shoot it.
I mean,
I want to shoot it and run. I think that's probably the better.
My problem is like one of the gnolls ended up
'Cause then
leaving,
we'll see
and
how
then
the whole thing reacts.
a master came down here into their cave.
We'll see if it even feels it,
No matter what, we're gonna have
or
to
how
do
fast
something.
it is, or if it
We're
knew
gonna
where it came from.
Have to either get past it, or we're gonna have to fight it. Either way is gonna have very bad possible outcomes. There's nothing we can do to avoid this. It's gonna
Anything we
boil down to a
do-
fight eventually.
Anything we do is going to be bad. If we leave, there could be more. If we kill this thing, we can probably incur the wrath of the gnolls because they'll have enough time to mobilize to get to us. If we wait until the giant is out there and try to go after the gnolls, giants are just going to come up from behind us.
Yeah, but if we go after the gnolls now, we probably.
But if we can
fight
get
the
inside a
necromancer.
cave, the giant won't be a factor until
Then-
we're on our way out.
Then you would be in our way.
And he won't be a factor until he's on the way out. We could stay in there for however long we are able to. And it might get bored for all we know.
It might not.
It might not, but then we just kill it while it's by itself.
So always make plans when you assume the worst, though.
So what's our plan?
Never make a plan thinking that everything's going to go right. We have to make
Yeah,
a plan.
that's for everything.
Well, no,
to
that's
go
what I'm
wrong.
saying, is if we end up in a fight, we're in the cave where it can't attack us, and sure, it may sit out there, but we have food, we have rations, we can eat for a day or so, recover, and then we can fight it on our own terms at the entryway.
Or the masters come down from their caves and kill us while we're in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could fight it out here and potentially do the same thing.
Or we can also just go check out the rest of the Bugbear Cave and see what we can find
Which
out
I did
there.
suggest, however, we have nowhere to hide.
Right, but we watch it
Still, we
long
get
enough,
health stealth checks.
maybe it will turn to where we have enough time to get up there.
Can you maybe make a
Possible.
distraction facing another direction to draw it away for a little while? Because that's kind of
do
going
it.
along my idea of waiting until it's not paying attention to do something.
Hey, if I go over there and I shoot it and do the runaway thing. you
Now,
guys
if we
can get
shoot
up
it,
there.
that's a combatant and it goes on alert. If it do some weird noise,
can-
it's just confused.
I can make a distraction for it, but I have to be within 60 feet.
Ooh, yeah, it's like that.
really close.
I think if we're gonna do anything with the, let's decide: are we going to the bugbear thing or the gnolls?
Honestly, I'd prefer to do the bugbear thing because that might
Okay.
lead us to another location,
So
but
let's
we need
just
to
make
figure
a
out how
move.
to get up there. It just gives us more time to be in the open and exposed, though, if we go further down.
Forget it. If it mobilizes the gnolls, we can fight the gnolls wherever they
You
come
know
to
what?
us.
We've got plenty of time.
I vote bugbear.
I don't think the Masters are going to give two shits at this point. Because of the Necromancers, haven't they already been killing their own
Well, they
people
might
to
start
make
giving a shit
skeletons?
because the gnolls are like the only thing left.
Yeah,
Well, we
Right.
have the bow-licking people over there.
yeah.
And
Is there possibly a hidden... Would there potentially be a hidden passage behind the waterfall up on the upper level?
It's possible.
Yeah, you haven't even been near that. Like, you haven't even been near this. I don't even know if you've even crossed this bridge.
No, we
No,
haven't.
we haven't.
So you've been very on this side of the map is really where you've been.
I was here.
Yeah, that's about as far as we've gotten in. So, and there's a whole nother cave here that nobody's mentioned. It's there,
Yeah.
So I don't think we've really even been able, kind of been able to see it from up there, but
No.
we've been paying attention to the
It's
gnolls
also-
more than anything.
Durhill's
The area that the
assumption is
owl
this is where
bear
the
has
owl bear
been.
is.
Sorry, what was that?
Durhill's assumption that's where the owl bear is.
Potentially.
Now, that one does have a stylized entrance.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
it's
I-
not a cave. It's a...
So,
Well,
Well, now I'm
maybe the owl
intrigued
bear is
more
very
by it.
fancy living.
Yeah, I mean,
Well.
he can fit.
I say let's see if we can finish up the bugbear place.
All right, so let's roll a stealth. Now, of course, you're able to get up to here. It's really the danger zone's going up here, so...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
24.
24, excellent.
That was a 10.
One time.
Dog has a dex of 2.
Yes.
Which is a 10. Same as mine.
I got a 5.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, Ranger! Come on now.
I got an 18.
Did you roll a 1? Because you might be able to re-roll that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Roll a 2, I bet.
Not all rangers can hide.
I rolled a 3, but the dog has a +2.
Oh.
Oh, you're bringing your dog.
I'm riding my dog
Oh, yeah,
everywhere
okay.
right now. I don't give a shit.
But, yeah, the commands you can give your mount if you control it: dodge, disengage, and dash.
Right.
So you said a total
We're
of
gonna
5?
dip and dive.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say
You dodge.
you get to about right here, and you definitely pique the giant definitely piqued its interest for sure, and it begins making its way to you. Now everybody roll initiative, but this is not necessarily, it doesn't know exactly what you are really.
I wave at it, and it keeps going up.
Okay. All right, so
It waves back.
and it waves back.
Can you talk to it?
Hey guys,
I can talk to
Let's,
anything.
It's too far away, though, for your telepathy.
Damn.
This is a master. Get back to your post.
Exactly. No, it's like leave them alone.
All right,
Could
there.
do that.
No, that's exactly. That's why I was like, if it speaks our language,
So, of
then
course,
we could just
first to be
I
keyless.
I don't need to speak a language.
You're
though.
actually in front, so. Which direction are we going?
If he keeps going.
All right, so next, of course, would be Toby.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna move. The horse or the mastiff moves 40, I think it is. So
80 for a double
80,
move.
Yeah.
10 behind me.
10
I guess.
behind him. Yeah.
All right, there we go, and now it's going to be Durhale.
Move 60 feet. Double move.
Wow. I'm up front for
That's
once.
me.
And then, of course, it's Tipperton's turn.
80 feet.
Puts you right behind me.
And we're going to say the giant, because I forgot to roll his initiative, goes last. Now, who knows exactly how what its intentions are, but it's going to move a total of 80 feet toward you guys.
That's a standard.
No, that's a double move.
Yeah.
He does look like he's running and hoofing it.
Hoofing.
Hoofing it. There we are. All right. Then it goes back to you guys.
Still double move again.
90 would put you in the deal there. You move a total of 80, right?
Correct.
So that'd be 10 behind. And Durhale's going to be the slower one. So we have 60. And you're moving basically with... there we are. It moves closer toward you. And then I'm guessing you guys bolt in.
Yeah.
You're in the bush. All right, so what do we do inside the bush?
We go inside the cave.
You are inside the cave.
Way out.
I don't know if you're one to watch.
Are the bodies still there?
Yeah, bodies are still there. You can definitely see that they've been moved aside, though.
Well,
So-
I mean, we moved them.
Yeah, I guess
Still
you did
have one
move
of
them
those
aside. So
I'm going to
coins.
go over here.
Yeah.
Done.
watch what it does.
Yeah. Stealth.
Hold out my hand for one of those coins, and I take one of my arrows
20.
and I
On stealth.
basically stick it to one of the bushes so he can see out into the valley.
Cool. All right, so as far as what it does, and I'm guessing we're going inside and watching, see what it does.
I'm staying out here to watch what it does.
Okay.
I'm staying at the edge of the bushes.
Okay. It continues on over this direction.
Actually,
We're
I'm
breaking
within 30,
initiative.
I
within
declare-
30 feet of the entrance.
I declare a balance check because he broke that one previously.
He moves up this direction.
He doesn't seem to care.
No, he doesn't apparently.
He walks this direction, climbs up here,
I mean,
climbs
I'm-
back down, walks over here, and then eventually walks across to here, and then walks over here. And then he's going to go back to his post. He's going to sit back down.
That was impressive. You
Sigh.
traced the entire camp.
Yeah. All right. So we are in the caves. What do we do? Thank you for watching Keep on the Borderlands. Once again, please like and subscribe to Opportunity Attacks so you never miss an episode.